Gentleman from Texas, Mr. Green, for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank the ranking member as well, and I especially thank the witnesses for appearing today. Your testimony has been most informative. Thank you very much. If I may, I'd like to talk about the HUD Jobs Plus pilot program. My trust is that someone will be familiar with it to some extent, but it's a program that has about $24 million in it over the next 4 years. It's to be tested in 9 public housing authorities. And the centerpiece of the program from my perch is that it freezes rent. It freezes rent such that if you have a job that pays more, you get a better job, your rent is frozen, which means you are now in a position to take that additional money and do other things to improve your life. In a sense, it provides an increase in salary. It takes what I perceive to be a holistic or nearly holistic approach. It provides job training. It provides counseling, assistance with acquiring additional education, GED perhaps, and other aspects of it that will help the person do more than look for a job. Ms. Todman, are you familiar with the program?
I'm familiar, but we're not a Jobs Plus recipient.
But tell me about the concept. Sure. The concept of freezing rent, taking what I perceive to be a nearly holistic approach. Does that concept seem to benefit the person in the public housing authority?
Right. Well, one of the things that we see, and some of my colleagues see, is a barrier to.
May I just ask one small question of you,
course.
kindly? If you could start with yes or no, it would be helpful.
Sure.
Because sometimes when people finish, I don't know whether they've said yes or no. Okay. So does it appear to you that this will help people who are in public housing?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, if you would continue.
Oh, should I go? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In short, then, it would just if someone's rent is frozen and they're able to earn more income and keep that income, it might actually be an incentive to some of our clients finding a better job, keeping a job. And so I think that it would work well. I think in the areas that have it, it has worked well. And it would be an incentive in many ways.
Thank you very much. Ms. Crowley, would you kindly give your response to my question? Does it appear to be something that will be beneficial to the recipients?
Yes.
And then elaborate to the extent that you'd like.
Yes. I mean, the concept of it's this earned income disregard, so that you, if you're participating in a certain program, then the increase in rent that comes from increase in income doesn't occur, and so you are motivated to continue to earn more money. That is one of the features of the current system. The flip side of that, of course, is that if you lose your job, then your rent can go down, and so you are not in danger of losing your home. I think all those programs make a lot of sense. I don't know how you take them to scale without additional resources. By the way, I just heard
that's an excellent point, if I may say so, additional resources, and I plan to address that. But continue, please.
I just heard that the Houston Housing Authority is partnering with Home Builders Institute, which I think very highly of, for their Jobs Plus program, and they are it's an organization that trains people for construction jobs, and so I think it's I think that'll be a very promising program.
Mr. Evans, would you just kindly, because time is of the essence, do you think this benefits? As a matter of fact, just let me have you raise your hands, the 2 remaining members. Do you think that this will benefit the recipients, this type of program?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Now, let me go to, with my time that's remaining, what the President has requested. In his FY16 budget, he's requested $100 million for this program. $100 million. Seems like a lot of money, except that on this committee we deal in billions. And I know that every penny counts. I want to make sure taxpayers get their money's worth for whatever we do. But the President's requesting $100 million for this program, which is an $85 million increase over FY15. Understandable. But this is the kind of program, it seems to me, that would receive some sort of bipartisan support because it allows the person to pull himself up by his bootstraps. We talk a lot about bootstraps. It allows the person to go from welfare to self-care. It allows the person to have some degree of control and autonomy that ordinarily does not exist because you're locked into a job, you're not incentivized to get another. I thank you for allowing me to go over, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back the balance of my time, praying that the President's program will get the $100 million he's requested.
The gentleman's time has expired.